What secret have you and your mom kept from your dad? When I was 15, I got pregnant. My mom found out first. She didn't scream, didn't cry. She just said, "We'll handle it." But your father can't know. Not yet. Every time he asked why I looked sick or why my clothes fit weird, she'd step in. Hormones, she'd say. Cramps. Stomach stuff. You know how girls are. Dad always believed her. They'd been married 20 years. He trusted her completely. That made our deception cruel. The morning Mom confronted me, I was hunched over the toilet again. She slipped inside and placed the pregnancy test for my trash on the sink. "Is there a possibility?" she asked. I couldn't look at her. I didn't need a test to know the truth. That night, she came to my room. No lecture, just practical questions. When was my last period? What did I want to do? Adoption. I whispered. I can't be a mom. Mom nodded. Then that's what we'll do. But we need time before telling your father. I didn't question her decision. Dad had always been protective. I couldn't bear his disappointment. Our house became a theater of lies. When morning sickness hit at dinner, Mom created diversions, dropping forks, starting conversations, anything to cover my vomiting. "Is she okay?" Dad would ask. "Just a stomach bug," Mom would reply. By month 3, my body changed. Mom bought me baggy clothes. At night I'd stare at my belly, terrified by how quickly it grew. I overheard them arguing. "Something's wrong," Dad insisted. "Why won't either of you talk to me?" "You're overreacting," Mom answered. "She's just growing up." "I feel like I'm living with strangers," he said. By month 4 we'd connected with a couple who couldn't have children. They had been trying for 12 years. They sent letters about the nursery they were preparing, their excitement jumping off the page. Each day, tension in our house grew thicker. Dad stopped asking questions, but his silence felt worse than his concern. He'd watch me across the dinner table with wounded eyes. At 20 weeks, the doctor confirmed we were having a girl. "We'll tell him this weekend," Mom promised, squeezing my hand. "We've waited too long already." I rehearsed what I would say, practiced apologies in the mirror. Nothing prepared me for what actually happened. Thursday night, Dad came home early. Mom was in my bedroom, organizing adoption paperwork, legal forms, medical questionnaires, letters from the couple. There was a photo of them they'd sent, standing in front of their home with tiny pink baby shoes held between them. I walked in to find Dad standing in my doorway, watching Mom with an unreadable expression. "What's all this?" he asked, voice unnervingly calm. Mom's hands froze over the papers. My heart stopped. Dad picked up a photo, then a letter addressed to our birth mother. His eyes moved from the papers to Mom, then finally to me. I couldn't hide anymore, my sweatshirt stretched tight across my round middle. "How far along?" he finally asked, voice barely audible. 5 months, I whispered. He didn't look angry. He looked shattered, something fundamental inside him broken beyond repair. He turned to Mom and whispered, "How could you lie to me for this long?" Mom reached for his hand. "We were going to tell you the weekend. We just needed—" "Stop." His voice cut like glass. 20 years together, and you couldn't trust me with this? He walked out that night. Didn't come to the hospital 4 months later when I delivered a healthy baby girl. Didn't ask to see pictures when her family took her home. Dad eventually moved back in, but something had died between us. The pregnancy wasn't what destroyed us. It was the months of deception. The realization that the two people he loved most had conspired against him.